Hey Taurus, it's Empress Rose. Welcome to your reading, general reading. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Check your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign if you want. I will be doing a Vimeo video, but it'll just be focused on romantic relationships. Everybody's sort of favorite, one of the most mysterious things we deal with here on this planet. This reading will be a traditional tarot spread, and it'll be about whatever it's about. So, splitting the deck here from the bottom of the deck, overall, Wheel of Fortune, changing luck, Taurus. Changing luck, good luck, bad luck, it's all shifting. This card always reminds me of the Kurt Vonnegut quote, we know so little about life, we don't know what the good news is and what the bad news is. So, shifting fortunes, everything in its season. I mean, I don't even see bad luck here. I just see like cold and hot. So shifts in energy, I guess, is what I'm seeing more here. Not necessarily like how much energy you have, but like the energy of a situation shifting. And there's a sense of everything has a season. You know, the sort of Ecclesiastes 3, you know, turn. A time for everything. So past, holding my deck upside down again, past, present, inner landscape, what's at issue, environment, to-do list, possible outcome. So in the recent past, we had Chariot, so maybe some travel. Chariot looks a lot like travel, but it's also like, technically it's about like harvesting. I want to say harvesting energy, getting things to come together, using things, using energy that's around you. That's really funny because energy came out in Wheel of Fortune too. But in the past, it's been this energy, this fiery, passionate energy. We could be moving to it. There's a lot of duality here. Oh my goodness. Shifting to other energies. So Chariot, movement, getting things to work together. So in the past, you've like sort of gotten something moving, gotten something going, used, there's a certain sense of finesse to the Chariot. It's not raw brute strength, which we get a little more with the Emperor card. This is like a little bit of finesse, a little bit of clever, making magic happen, but being a little bit, I want to say like graceful, very graceful about it. It's a very feminine way of making something happen. I don't even know what I mean by that, but it's a very graceful, elegant way of having something happen and moving through the atmosphere, moving through the world, and using the resources that you have to get where you want to go. But there's not a sense of using, there's a sense of sort of finessing resources you have. So that's where you've been. Could involve some travel, could involve movement, cars. Obviously a Chariot is going to involve transpo, right? So current situation is the Empress. You have what you need. Like, you've finessed your way into a cool situation. You are feeling confident, or you could be feeling more confident than usual. Hopefully there's a sense of being able to make something happen. And our Empress is up here in sort of the third eye chakra, understanding, seeing, feeling that energy, feeling like what you can accomplish, feeling like you can, I mean, you did make something happen, right? You made this Chariot thing happen. You harnessed this lightning. You were sort of the Benjamin Franklin of the situation. You were like, what if I used a lightning rod? What if I put a rod on top of this building and harness some of the natural energy? And then now you've got it. It's almost like it's like impregnated you with some sort of potential here. But the Empress has huge amounts of potential and knows it. She's confident in her ability to make a life for herself and to provide for others. She's there's just a lot of confidence, a lot of peace, a lot of, you know, and this Chariot has a sense of making the most out of a bad situation, or using something that maybe wasn't your favorite thing, or something really ideal. Like, not a lot of people love gasoline, but we're all using it to move places and go places, right? Or this lightning can be really scary, but you utilized it for your best benefit. And this has given you quite a boost of confidence. Like, you know now that you're capable, that you can make the life you want, that you can achieve what you want to achieve. There's a sense of peace in this confidence. Like, in the past, there hasn't been a lot of peace, but you made the most out of it and really used that energy. Now you're just this beautiful Empress. You can see, you're getting a glimpse into all that you're capable of and all that you're going to be able to accomplish. And the sense of satisfaction, being satisfied with yourself, being happy with the life you're creating. Again, we have these irises, typically messages from the gods or affirmations from the divine here. So, right, this has this fire energy, and then this, you know, almost bridal energy of, you know, being very happy with the decisions you've made and where you're going. And it's a little bit this, right? We have this fiery sort of spark of life energy, like spark plug energy over here. And then we have like the cruising happily along with the AC on energy over here. So in your inner landscape, what you're hoping for, one of my favorite cards in any deck, Ace of Earth, we have this actual new beginning. Like, here's all the potential, and here's like, all right, I'm ready to hold this baby, right? If we can say that you're pregnant over here, this is like really looking forward to holding that baby and actually touching it, feeling how, you know, it's all 8 pounds of it in your arms, right? We want to touch it. We want to feel that baby. So whatever you've been working on, whatever you're trying to get to, there's a sense of feeling really ready for it to be here in reality, for the reality to start, right? Maybe it's a whole new job and you're really ready for it. You really want to sign on the dotted line and get going and get to work. Or maybe it's like some sort of, I mean, and there's more potential. It's just this Empress represents some sort of intuitive understanding of all that you can accomplish. And this Ace of Earth is really longing for that, to see it. I want to see the results. I want to see what's actually going on here, right? This is great to feel confident in myself. Love that feeling. Now I want to see it. I want to touch it. I want to know that this is real, that I know I can do it, but I actually really do want to do it. So let's not skip on the reality part just because I'm feeling confident. That's not all there is to this. Like, I really want to have this be a reality here and let's get this party started. I know I'm a great party hostess, but I want to get it started here. So what's the issue here is Six of Fire. There's a lot of sixes. Sixes deal with Tiferet. It's the heart of the matter. It's the heart chakra. It's what we love, what we're passionate about. It's very much, you know, when we're talking about our Kabbalah, here's 6 right there, 6, right at the center of things. So there's just a sense of there's a lot of heart, something in the heart, a true desire that you're starting to feel confident you can accomplish. You really want to get going on it. So 6 of Fire is, but it's in reverse. So 6 of Fire in the upright would be a sense of display of all that you can accomplish and all of your growth. As of right now, you cannot display your growth. Like, you believe in it. You see that this can happen. You might even be like in conversations with like a new job or something. That's just the only metaphor that's coming into my mind right now. But you might be, but you can't talk about it. So there's something very either private about this. There might be, yeah, I feel like this is private so far. You can't wait till you can like show it off, display. Aha, here is my seedling sprouting. I too have a seedling, but right now you can't talk about it. You can't talk about this, or yeah, you have to keep it private. You can't display anything. You can't show anything. You can't, Either you haven't succeeded and you're embarrassed that this thing hasn't happened in reality yet. But I don't get that with the Empress card. I feel like there's a sense of pride, but you can't talk about it or share about it right now. And then in your environment, we have the Hanged Man. Oh, you can't talk about it because there's something stuck here. There's something that's not moving forward. It's like you know that something's going to happen and you can't talk about it. And it's not able to happen right now. Like there's like, you kind of got a job, but it's not actually, the job position isn't open for another 2 months. Or, you know, you're not quite sure. You haven't like dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's yet. There's some kind of holdup here. You're pretty confident that this is going to happen and you're excited for it to happen, but you can't talk about it because there's some kind of holdup. Again, we have this sort of cooling your jets energy. Here we have the spark plug sitting right over it, and now we've got sort of this cooling energy, like something really revved up. This would be like, yeah, the spark plug energy, the starter, you know, turning the key, and we've got our engine roaring to life. I have a neighbor who loves old cars, and he's, you know, I can always hear when it roars up to life. Then it like settles into a hum. But we have roaring to life and then maybe stalling out. You're still pretty confident you're getting there, but something's kind of stalled out here. Like the starter's fine, but there's maybe no gas in the tank. You're hung up on something. Doesn't feel good. The situation is on pause though. There's no freedom of movement here. You can use this time to get a different perspective, to, you know, think things through all the way. But we've had this sort of shock and movement, and now we have this like it's not able to go anywhere right now. Your car is stalled. It starts, so we know that's not the problem. I think you know what the problem is, and I don't think it's necessarily a problem. I think it's just like something's paused here. And you're not able to move, you're not able to talk about it, you're super excited about it, but you can't talk about it. That's what I'm seeing here. The environment has sort of a pause. It's like, you can, the car has a starter and the starter works, but there's no wheels on it, and we have to go get wheels now. Now that we know this thing can go, that we have that potential, we gotta, there's something in the environment that's preventing it from moving. So, you know, you could be like sitting at a stoplight revving out your motor or something like that, right? Stoplight's still stoplight. No matter how much you rev your motor, no matter how excited you are, you still can't pop the clutch and move, right? Because this, I mean, you can, but there's a stoplight here. So you're stuck at the stoplight revving your motor. 6 of water, your to-do list. So again, our second 6 of this reading. This is passion, reconnecting with family. I mean, stuff isn't moving right now. So this is almost like, look back at your passions. And again, we have this like, you know, the metaphor of giving birth. We have this like, you're pregnant with something, you know you're pregnant, and maybe, you know, you got pregnant, and now like you can't give birth the second after you get pregnant. It's going to take 9 months, right? So you got to cook this baby first, or you got to cook these muffins first. You can't just like eat the dough, right? So while we're waiting for something to happen, and we know, we're pretty confident it is, there's a sense of like getting in touch with people, reconnecting with old people in your life. This is your to-do list. So this is something like reconnecting with old passions. Again, I have never seen a deck that echoed these. We have these bunny rabbits here, these bunny rabbits here. So bunnies remind me of Libras for some reason. So there's a sense of reconnecting, reaching out to people while you wait, connecting with family, connecting with something from your past. So maybe revisit your past, right? You're waiting for something, maybe head back to your hometown, maybe connect with friends you haven't connected with for a while. This is saying 6 of water, that's 6 of cups, and that's reconnecting with your past, right? Maybe, you know, the metaphor I'm seeing here with this Empress sitting on top of the 6 of water is, you know, if you're waiting for a baby, if you're waiting for your second child, spend as much time as you can with your first. So if you're waiting for a new job to start, maybe making sure you're connecting with the job that you have, or the job you've already gotten, or if you're waiting for, you know, the next thing to happen. Reconnect with something in the past. This is the past, this is the future, and you're passionate about both of them. So revisit something from the past while you're waiting for the future to get going, while you're waiting for that light. Like, you know, if we're stuck at a stoplight, our engine's revving, but we're stuck at the stoplight, you know, sing your favorite song from childhood, or reconnect with something from your past that brought you joy. That's already done. It's already it already happened. So there's a sense of almost like connecting with the successes you've already had, reconnecting with past projects while you're waiting for this new one to come up, like that. And then we have in possible outcome is 6 of Earth, our third 6. So this is very 6y. It's a very 6y reading here, and having to do with matters of the heart and how you feel about things. So 6 of Earth. This is balance, generosity, reciprocity, balance. Basically, we have, you know, these lighter hummingbirds, hovering birds, and then we have sort of this heavier. Hummingbirds are to me always messengers. So they're very spiritual to me. Both of these birds are very spiritual to me, but in very different ways. So 6 of Earth is balancing, right? And we have the same, right? The dichotomy I kept seeing from the beginning, this black and this white, this go and this stop, this hurry up and wait, this, there's a lot of hurry up and wait energy here. This beginning, but not this, yeah. So here we have another duality here. We're toggling between things, and there's something about that that's connected to the balance of the universe, and there's some sort of balance here coming in, some sort of generosity, giving and receiving, a karmic return on an investment. A fairness, giving both sides their due, right? She's bringing water to the birds, and she's bringing them to lots of birds over here, one bird over here, but there's like this fairness. It's to each, there's almost a sense of from each, you know, what they can give to each what they need, sort of idea. So there's a sense of being generous and receiving what you put in. So, you know, putting in some effort into some sort of old project or old friendships or old passions, and receiving from those sometime in the future. I mean, that's not why you want to do it. That's not your motivation, but all right. What can Taurus look forward to? What's Taurus looking forward to? I already shuffled those, but we'll see here. Air, spirit, knowledge. I feel like you have a lot of knowledge, like you know something, but you can't move forward with that knowledge at this point. So air, spirit, looking forward to knowing stuff. Again, we have a sense of a journey here, but this one is a journey of the mind, a more intellectual journey. Moving through some sort of intellectual territory. Might even be an epiphany. So, looking forward to knowing some stuff. So, cool. All right, so if you want to join me over on Vimeo for our love-focused reading, otherwise I hope that this was helpful for you, and I'll see you when I see you next.